Good morning, and welcome to another November here in Sri Lanka. Not a lot we have to do around the farm. Everything's been upkept as far as our fields go. So fertilizer's down, taking care of the weeds. So what we have on the agenda today, I'd like to start my morning off by cleaning off some of this equipment, mainly the Challenger. But everything here could use a little rinse. So I'm going to just get started on that. And then we have a few eggs to sell. Prices are good this time of year, so we're going to sell off these eggs. But going to take care of these small tasks first, just so we can get a couple extra eggs out of them chicks by the end of the day. So yeah, we'll just get going though with getting our equipment all cleaned up and maintained. And there we have it. Clean equipment is happy equipment. With that all done, we'll hop in here. And my plan is to drive over to the grass field, see if we can get a cut today. I think we should be able to. We're definitely not going to be able to. It's not going to grow anymore, I should say, these next couple months. So if I can get one more cut out of it before the end of the year, I will. So I'm going to drive over there, see how we're looking, and then if we can get a couple silage bales cooked up. Here we are. And yes, we'll definitely be able to get a cut done this month. So, oh yeah. So we'll run back, grab the John Deere and the mower, and do a bunch of cutting, windrowing, and baling. Cows still have plenty of food. So again, be able to sell off all the bales that we get from this. We have our stash right there, which I'm hoping to turn into TMR soon. The field to the south, I've made some calls, and it looks like it's going for around 40,000. So hopefully next year that'll be ours. And we'll be able to expand this down a little bit, take up some of this extra area, and then we'll just combine these two fields into one large grass field. And then that's when we'll be able to produce our hay and start making some TMR for the cows. But for now, we'll drive back, get our one field taken care of, and get some extra cash rolling in. And on my way back from the store, I realized I never picked up my plow last month. And of course, they had something in, and they had to sell it to me. So we picked up this nice flatbed trailer. It was just $8,500 roughly. Used, but heck of a deal. It's going new. It's over 16 grand, nearly 20 grand. And that is going to help immensely when we get into December time and January time, when we have to sell off all of our goods. Now that we have some flour and the lettuce, it's also going to be great for bales. And on top of it all, we won't have to swap back and forth between our grain trailer. We don't have to take up the sides anymore. So it's just going to save us some time. It sucks that we had to spend that money, knowing that we were so close to getting another grass field. But that is going to make our winter months so much easier. So anyways, yes, that flatbed over there is now ours. And like I said, got it for a steal, so I couldn't say no. We'll get in here, get the mower set up, and head over back to our grass fields and get that all taken care of. Back at the grass field, getting this mower all set up. And here we go. Same routine as always. Gonna get through, get it all mowed up, get it all windrowed up. We're gonna have to come back, bale it up, wrap it up. It's a process that we've become very familiar with. So I'm just going to get this all knocked out. It's something you've all seen before. So we'll get it taken care of and move on to the next task for the month. So I got a little carried away with the windrowing. I got this all condensed down into just one pile. So it's probably actually not going to be that helpful, just because all these bales are going to stack up rather quick. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just kind of got in the zone with doing it and brought it all together. So let's see what happens here. And just got the grass field all completed. Everything's taken care of. So loading up these eggs now. We're gonna go sell them off. But yeah, we have nothing else left to do at our farm. So bring in a little extra cash. Then we'll go and check the contract board. I know we're coming into our sell months, but I'd like to bring in as much cash as I can because I have some pretty big plans for moving forward. But for now, let's just go sell off these eggs and see what little money it brings in. Supermarket was buying eggs at a good price today. So let's see how much 1 year worth of eggs brings us. Yes, we had 3 grand. Not bad, just after 1 year of storing all the eggs and everything. I was hoping for more, but that's alright. It's 3 grand more than we had, and not much upkeep or maintenance went into those guys. So driving on back, I'm going to stop by the shop, see if anyone has any work posted, and we're going to get busy now with the rest of our month on just bringing some cash in and hopefully setting ourselves up for success. Well, I said I wanted to bring in some extra money, and I meant it. We got a plowing contract to take care of, and it'll bring in some good money, but it's going to take a heck of a long time. Plowing in general just is not the quickest of tasks, but $21,000 is what the payout is, and of course it's for who's got to be the wealthiest person in town, Katie, and this giant field. So I'm gonna get set up, get this thing all unfolded and lowered, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping this doesn't take us all day. I was hoping to get a couple more contracts done, but we'll just get started and see what happens. Getting going here. Got a pretty good spread. So, although this is going to take quite some time, it won't be as bad as I originally thought it was going to be. So we'll just mosey along and kick back and just focus on all this money we're bringing in. Just wrapping up here, should be getting just about done. Got to touch up a couple of these areas, but man oh man, that took way too long. Payout's good, so I'm not too mad about it, but yeah, that just was quite the long adventure we had there. I was hoping to get a couple more contracts in today. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not, but we gotta get through this anyways. Power through this last little bit. There we go. So I'm going to get this all dropped off and returned to Katie and collect some money from her. And we'll see where we're sitting financially wise when it's all said and done. And just like that, we have $50,000 in the bank. So all in all, not a bad gig that we just did. It was very time consuming, a lot of work, but it's done and we're that much wealthier. I had 2 things I wanted to get purchased this month, and we're just short. We needed about 60,000 to get there. There's a little time left in the month, so I might be able to pick up 1 or 2 more contracts as long as they're quick. We'll see where we're sitting at, but if we don't get there this month, next month we're gonna have some silage to sell and a couple other things. So for sure we'll get there. But man, I just was really hoping for it this November. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to do one more walk over to the shop, see if there's anything else I can get done since everything else is done on our farm besides some water that I'm going to need to fill up the greenhouses with. But oh man, love seeing all that lettuce there. That is a lot of money we have sitting there. So that's another reason why I just want to get the things purchased now this month, because then all of that's going to be pure profit. We won't have to worry about buying anything necessarily right outright. And then we can start focusing on getting some equipment to get some sugar stuff going. But yeah, let me pop in the shop, see if there's anything else we can get done, and then we'll go from there. So after checking the shop, it appears that Katie needed some mowing done. It also started raining while I was there, and it doesn't look like it's going to quit for the rest of the day. So unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any other contracts. There was a cultivating one, but it's going to get super muddy, so I don't know if that's going to be the best bet, at least for the mowing. She's going to ted it after, so if it gets a little clumped up now, it's not a big deal. It's just going to get tedded and dried out over the next month. So yeah, we'll just get this mowing done. Nothing too crazy, using my own equipment, and hopefully it won't take us too terribly long. We'll see what the weather does. There was one cultivating job that was relatively small field, but it just might be a little too muddy. But we'll see. It's possible a Challenger could handle it, but I don't know for sure yet. So we'll just focus on getting this mowed up and bringing in a little extra cash, and we'll see where we're sitting. So this is the field right here. We'll get everything set up and ready to go. Maybe. There we go. So yeah, we'll fire this up. Shouldn't take us too long. The rain might slow us down a tad, but again, even if it clumps up a little bit, she's tedding it for hay anyways. So yeah, we'll just cruise along, get this done, and collect some extra cash. And it's dark out, so let's throw on some lights, and for some reason the mower is going to turn off. Not enough power to it. The lights on. Yes, anyways, here we go. Should be a nice little cruise, maybe. What do we got going on here? Mower's down, mower's turned on. There we go. Alright, let's move right along. And that right there is a job complete. We'll go back and collect. It's pretty late, and yeah, definitely too rainy and muddy to get any cultivating done, so we're going to call it there. But I still think we're going to be able to hop over to the shop and get one of the items I wanted to purchase. The other one, it's going to have to wait anyways. Not only will we not have quite enough, but also it's too late. We won't be able to go get the deal done. So I'm going to go return this and collect some money, and then head over to the shop. Well, get a pretty big surprise. Went and collected from Katie. Now we're at the shop, and as you can see, I got the barrel, and I realize I still have some water in it. I'm going to go dump this out into our greenhouse, but the plan is to see what I can get for a trade-in on this barrel, with the intention of upgrading not only to a larger size, but also a barrel that we can use to transport our milk produced from the cows. So this barrel won't do it, but we can pick one up here, a little higher quality. It's food safe, or FDA approved to be transporting milk and stuff. So that way we can go and sell off that milk. It's going for good price, and eventually we're going to need it to move it into our own dairy production so we can get the chocolate made. So yeah, I think it's just another way to add some income to the farm. But I'm going to talk to these guys, see what they'll give me for this barrel, and see if we can do a little trade-in and what we come out with for the new barrel. Alrighty, this is what we're working with here. This barrel holds 8,000 liters of milk or water. We just got to rinse it really well when we go to fill up the greenhouse or transition between the two. It looks like bad news. It's a little too tall for the truck. That's alright, still worth it. I'm going to run over and grab one of the tractors, get that pulled over. But yeah, that's a great addition. It's going to make filling the greenhouse go quicker, and it just gives us a new way of making money on the farm. So huge purchase for us. The barrel that we had, they gave us $4,000 in store credit. So the barrel over there was a total of $21,000. For that it costed us. It was $25 total. We got it for $21, so I'm happy about that. So I will go snag this, oops, and then fill up the greenhouse before the night ends, just to see how it all goes together. Life on a farm, sometimes you're working in the rain. So yeah, we are just moving right along though. And next month, December, we will have some silage to sell, and we'll definitely be able to get my next purchase that I have in mind. But, oh man, this is awesome. I cannot wait to start selling some of this milk. Get it sold over. There's a butter factory in town, so they need some. Then all sorts of stuff. And then eventually we'll be using it to transport to our own production. But we are moving right along. So anyways, I'm going to get this greenhouse all topped off for the month, and then we're going to call it there. It's just too dark and too rainy to get anything else done. We are officially all topped off. Get the John Deere put away, and call it a night. Another very successful month here in Sri Lanka. Money brought in, new equipment, still sitting good in the bank, and no loans. So we're moving, and we're moving fast now. Things are really coming together. I know I say that every month, but we just keep getting more and more successful here. So yeah, excited for the next chapter in December and what this new year is going to bring. With that being said, I'm Original Farming, and I'll see you on the next one.